Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Solution Podcast. It's the solution. Yes, yes. It's the solution, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the truth. That's what we are here for. It's the Solution Podcast. Let's get to the solution. Let's work out these problems. Let's get to it. Let's tell them the truth. Let's stop the lies.
Let's give them the evidence.
The Solution Podcast. We got you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you stay tuned. I hope you comment. Hold on. Let me say that again. I hope you comment, like, and subscribe. We've got you. We're gonna tell the truth. We're not gonna lie to you. And don't forget, ladies and gents, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Welcome to the Solution Podcast, everyone. Welcome, guys. This is Octavio, your host. We have a lot to talk about. Myron dumps perfect red pill girlfriend Angie because she wanted a family. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And hopefully soon I will be joined by JM and Hassan. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Let's hope so. But today we're going to be talking about Myron dumps perfect red pill girlfriend Angie because she wanted a family. Now, why is this important, guys? Why is this important? As you know, since the beginning, really, of this podcast, we've been covering the red pill. That's right. We've been covering the red pill. Hey, Joe Baz, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Shout outs to Joe Baz, the Solution Podcast. Hey, bro. Good to see you here. And yes, today we are talking about this incident. Is it incident, really? I saw it coming. Myron dumps Angie, okay, because she wanted a family. What really makes perfect sense to me. I mean, the red pill is anti-family, is, anti-marriage. If you're going to be anti-marriage, then you're going to be anti-family. It makes perfect sense. Even though Myron does says that the nuclear family is the backbone of any nation, any society. But he obviously contradicts himself because he believes in the red pill. So, as you know, we've been covering the red pill in this channel for a very long time. And the reason why we've been covering the red pill is not because we hate people who believe in this ideology, because let's be honest, let's be all the way fair, many people believe in many wrong ideologies. Okay, it's not because we hate the people that believe in this ideology. It's because we disagree with the ideology itself. The ideology is not foolproof. The ideology is not moral. The ideology is wrong. The red pill ideology itself, I said ideology, guys, not praxeology, ideology. All right. The red pill as an ideology, okay, it's wrong for men. It's wrong for women. It's oppressive towards women. I actually say that the red pill is feminism for men. So for a very long time, we've noticed that there's no difference really between the red pill and feminism. Hence why we've been covering it. Okay. Think of it as like putting it to the test. Okay. You test something out. If you believe this to be true, you test it out. And we've been testing it out. We've been asking questions. So we've been testing it out, and we found out through our tests, through our experiments, that the red pill ideology is not a good ideology for men or for women. So yes. So for a long time, we've been covering the red pill ideology in this channel, and I truly believe, and in fact, not just me. Um, I'll speak for JM here, and even though he's not here, but me and JM truly believe this is the nail in the coffin for the red pill. It really is. It really is. We're going to be going through some. We're going to be listening to what Myron has had to say about that. Then I've got a few questions to ask to help us break down this topic even more and to really drive our point home. But yes, I do believe that this is the nail in the coffin for the red pill ideology. Because and what's happened is, just to give you guys if you're not aware, I actually released a reaction on this, so go and check it out. But what basically happened is Myron was in a relationship with a woman called Angie, and I think they were going out for 3 years. They were going out. She was basically 25 years old when they started going out. Okay, I think she's like 28 now. So they were going out for 3 years, and just recently they broke up. All right. And according to Myron, Angie is the perfect red pill girlfriend. She's the perfect red pill girlfriend. And I even quote, according to Myron, she packs his condoms. She packs his condoms for him when he goes abroad. Okay, this is something that Myron has been recorded saying. All right. Um, Multiple times in different channels. I think the first time he said it, he was on Pearl's show. He came over to England and he actually said it to, and he boasted about it really. My girlfriend, who is very beautiful, packs the condoms for me when I go abroad. Okay. As you know, Myron is I believe Myron believes that a man should sleep with 50 women before settling down. Okay, he's famous for that, for saying that, you know what, if in order for you to understand female nature properly, you have to sleep with at least 50 women. Of course, this is bullshit. If you sleep with 50 women, all you're gonna have is problems. That's all you're gonna have. All right. Babies out of wedlock, baby mama drama. Anyone who has lived a promiscuous lifestyle, who has slept with a lot of women, know what I'm talking about. But according to Myron, so yeah, you have to sleep with 50 women in order to understand female nature. So basically, him and Angie were going out. She was the perfect girlfriend, according to him. And Myron decided to break up with Angie. All right. He decided to break up with Angie. Guess why? Because apparently Angie wanted a family and he couldn't give it to her. All right. Because Angie wanted a family, his girlfriend, his perfect red pill girlfriend, because she wanted a family and he didn't want for, well, the reasons that he gave. One of the reasons that he gave, I think the only reason really, was that he's still creating his empire. And this man apparently has 23 properties to his name. So according to Myron, um, uh, he wasn't ready for family, and Angie was ready for family. Now, remember, to be a perfect red pill girlfriend, all right, to be a perfect red pill girlfriend, you have to. I mean, it's ridiculous the kind of things you have to accept as a woman in order to be, the perfect red pill girlfriend. But Angie was all of those things to Myron, put it that way. And you're gonna hear it from Myron himself. He's the one who says it, not me. He says it, okay. But just to give you an idea of what it's like, all right, to be a perfect red pill girlfriend, you have to accept the fact that he's going to your partner, in this case, Myron, or you're gonna have to accept the fact that as a woman that he's going to sleep around with different women. Okay, that's it. All right. You might even have to pack his condoms for him, depending on how narcissistic he is. You're gonna have to pack his condoms. You're never gonna get married to the guy. All right. You're not gonna get, as a woman. You're never gonna get married to the guy. So forget about marriage, because according to the red pill, um, women are evil, and they are going to take half of what you own in divorce during the divorce. So yeah, so you can forget about marriage. Okay, there's not going to be any marriage. So you have to accept the fact that he's going to sleep around. You have to accept the fact that there's not going to be any marriage. You have to accept the fact that I mean that's primarily it, isn't it? I mean, you see, if I had my peoples with me right now, they would remind me of what I'm forgetting. But that is the main thing that a woman will have to accept. Oh, yeah, of course, she has to be submissive. She has to be obedient. Which to me, these are all good things, by the way, guys. As a Christian, I'm a Christian, all right? And I believe in what a woman should be according to the Bible, what a good woman is according to the Bible. So I don't have a problem with a woman accepting things like, I don't have a problem with a man demanding things like submissiveness from women. So women should be submissive towards men. Okay, men are the head. So a woman should be obedient towards a man. A woman should be respectful. She should dress in a dignified way, in a respectful manner. Not she should dress in a way that she respects herself and respects the relationship that she's in. But where we differ with the red pill is marriage is a must. You have to get married, okay? Otherwise, you are in a promiscuous relationship. And I cannot be unfaithful to my wife. All right. Okay, so I have to be faithful to my wife. So this is where we differ. But the red pill demands women to be submissive, to be obedient, to be all of these things, which I agree with. But also to accept the fact that you're never going to get married to that man, and that man will be unfaithful to you. All right. So this is what the red pill expects from. This is what women should expect from the red pill, from being in a red pill relationship. All right. And Angie was all of these things. She accepted all of this. Okay. She even started working for Myron. Myron apparently was paying her rent, but she was working for Myron full time. All right. So obviously, you know, she was the perfect girlfriend, the perfect red pill girlfriend. But she made a mistake. She made a grave mistake. She asked for a family. She asked for a family. Let me just go back to what I said earlier about her working for Myron. She was working for Myron, guys. She was working for Myron. All right. When I say working for Myron, I'm talking about taking care of his properties. Okay, making sure the rent was paid. Making sure the bills were the water bills, the electricity bills were paid, and so on and so forth. She was making sure. I mean, she was doing all of that for Myron, and she was also doing things like walking the dog, booking Myron's uh flights, booking Myron's hotels, because he travels a lot apparently. And she was doing all of that. I mean, she was even walking Fresh's dogs. That's how bad. Fresh's dog was also Myron was using his girlfriend to walk Fresh's dog. If you don't know who Fresh is, that's uh Myron's co-host. So yeah, so yes, okay. So Angie was literally the perfect red pill girlfriend. So why didn't this relationship work? Why? Why didn't this relationship work? It should have worked. You know, it should have worked. Her saying, "I want a family." I mean, come on. She's already doing everything. She is already accepting things that I don't think any woman should accept, like a man being unfaithful to her. And when I say that I am not saying that a woman should break up a family because the man was unfaithful. I do believe that, even though that is very wrong what the man did, I do believe that once you are together in marriage, that what's more important is the marriage. Okay, what's more important is raising a stable family. Okay, and I mean stable in every sense of the word, emotionally, economically, you name it. All right, that's what I mean. Okay, so I don't mean just because the man cheated, the relationship should end, and vice versa. I also believe in that as well. I also believe in that a man should, once you get married to a person, what matters is the family. Your feelings come second. What matters is raising a good family and leaving behind a good legacy. That's what matters. I mean, that's what I believe in as a Catholic. All right, so yeah, so she was the perfect girlfriend. So why didn't it work out? And for a long time, and I break this down in my reaction, guys. So do go and check it out. And I'm gonna break it down here as well. But I don't want to go on for too long. Let's get into this video. Hold on a second. Let's listen from Myron himself. You know what he has to say about the situation. So this is the show that Myron decides to address the breakup rumors between him and Angie. So this is where this is the one. This is where he addresses everything, and praises Angie highly, and confirms everything I said about Angie being the perfect girlfriend. So, and, I mean, I always knew that this was never going to work out, because I do not believe that the red pill is conducive to good relationships, to fruitful relationships. Not at all. Because any ideology that promotes promiscuity, any ideology that promotes bad things, you can't get good things out of bad things, guys. You're only going to get bad things out of bad things. That's it. That's how it works. So if your ideology is promoting things that are immoral, okay, that are not good for you, that are morally degenerate, then you're not going to get something good out of it. Okay. Um, so yeah, so that's just a fact. That's just a fact. Uh, Hassan says sorry for the lateness. We'll be there soon. All right, bro. We'll see you when you get here. But yeah, I was delaying it for to wait for Hassan because I wanted to get into it with him. Um, that's the reason why I've been going on about this and explaining what's been happening. Okay, but for a long time, like I said before, guys, and I don't mean to, bring this up again, but for a long time we've been breaking down the red pillars and ideology and trying to see whether or not sleeping with 50 women is good for you. Okay, so being promiscuous is promiscuity good for you, because that's something that the red pill pushes. So we've been looking into all of that, into this idea that men should not get married. Is it good to tell men not to get married? All right, because as we have seen, since feminism decided to introduce the pill, decided to legalize abortion, what we have seen is that marriages have been declining. And as marriages have been declining, so has the nuclear family. The nuclear family has been self destructing. Okay. This is a fact. Uh, I mean, including the birth rate, guys. Let's not forget the birth rate. Okay. The West is not procreating. They're not procreating enough to replace themselves. All right. So we've seen as marriages have declined, so has the nuclear family. The nuclear family continues to break down. So what we can say about this, what we can see is that we know marriage to be good. We know promiscuity is bad. So, and we can see that marriages are declining, promiscuity is increasing. And we can look at society and see that this is not good for society. So we basically, of course, we break it down into way much more detail than I am right now. But what we've basically we came to debunk the red pill. All right, let me just say it. We debunked the red pill. Um, we debunked the red pill. So go and check out those episodes where we are literally debunking the entire red pill ideology. All right. And like we usually say, red pill is feminism for men, because and the reason why we say that is because what feminism promotes is the same thing that the red pill promotes. All right. Feminism is also against marriage, guys. Feminism believes that marriage is oppresses women. That's what feminism believes. Feminism are the ones who decided to, uh, you know, the no fault divorce. They're the ones who fought for that. The no fault divorce. The reason why we have no fault divorce today is because feminism fought for it. All right. So feminism for a very long time. All right. They've been fighting to destroy the family. The entire agenda is to destroy the nuclear family. Because once you destroy the nuclear family, people become more dependent on the state, guys. All right, that's what happens, and you have to understand that your mom and your dad, that's your first line of defense against society, against the entire world. All right, and they had to remove that barrier. They had to get your mom and dad out of here. All right, then they want you to be dependent on whatever the state tells you. All right, so if we want you to accept LGBT, you're going to, okay, because you don't have parents there to tell you LGBTQ is wrong, and that's how it works. All right, so feminism for a very long time has been trying to destroy the nuclear family. This is nothing new, absolutely nothing new. All right, it's the same reason why I mean, what do you think the pill, the legalization of abortion is all about? That's to promote promiscuity. This is why, right after the legalization of abortion, you had the sexual revolution. And right after the sexual revolution, what did you have next? The Great Society, where basically we can see that women are having babies out of wedlock because we gave them the pill, we gave them abortion, and we gave them the sexual revolution. We can see that that would have made women more promiscuous. We can see there's loads of babies out of wedlock. And so guess what we're going to do? We're going to give them free housing, free housing, government housing, government funding, and all of that type of stuff. Okay, and of course that has led to the destruction of the nuclear family. This is feminism's agenda. So this marriage, this is why we say red pill is feminism for men, because the very same things that red pill is promotes is the very same thing that feminism promotes. There's no difference at all. At all. So it was never going to work, this relationship. It was doomed to fail. All right. It was doomed to fail. All right. Because you can't get something good out of something bad. That's just a fact. All right. So yeah, but we are here to kind of expose the hypocrisy almost. She was the perfect red pill girlfriend. This Angie woman. She was the perfect red pill girlfriend. She accepted everything, did everything, was obedient, was submissive. This should have worked. And I'll be honest with you. If Myron did the right thing and actually decided to give her a family, all right? And I'm not here advocating for having babies out of wedlock. That is wrong. That is sinful. We should never do that. All right. Okay, we need to get back to the old days. But if Myron had done that, and he managed to somehow create a good, successful relationship out of that, if that happened, that would have worked in red pill's favor. It really would have. It would have. Do you know what? Myron had a chance to make this red pill ideology become, how do I say this? To become something that people could believe in. Myron had that chance. He could have made it believable. He could have made it, realistical. Okay, this idea that can a red pill type of relationship really work? That's the question. Can a red pill relationship really work? And Myron could have done that. Myron had a chance to make people believe in this red pill ideology, this red pill idea, that made him rich. Let's just be all the way honest. The red pill ideology made him rich. Myron preaching about this red pill ideology made him rich. He's got a huge following. There's a lot of guys out there that want to believe in this red pill ideology. But he could have made it believable. He could have, all he had to do was have a successful relationship with this woman who he says is the perfect red pill girlfriend. All right. I'll be honest with you. All he had to do is make a success story out of it. That's it. All he had to do was just create a family. That's all he had to do. Listen. All she was asking for, just give me a family. Okay, okay, no marriage then. All right. I'll accept infidelity. All right, I'll accept all of that. Okay, I won't get a career, and I don't think women should get careers either, because that was another way to destroy the nuclear family. All right, telling women that they should join the workforce. That caused so many problems. Telling women to join the workforce, and they ended up taxing 50%. That's a whole can of worms. But yes, all he had to do. She was the perfect red pill girlfriend. She was willing to accept everything. She accepted infidelity. She accepted the fact that he was never going to marry her. She accepted all of that. She was obedient, all of that. All she wanted was a family. That's it. Can you give me a family? I mean, for goodness sake, the woman has to want something out of it. And she wanted a family. And Myron couldn't go through with it. Why? Why couldn't he go through with it? And if Myron was really smart, if he was an intelligent man, he could have said, this could work for me. If I can make a success story out of this, imagine how much more powerful this red pill ideology would become in the minds of the people that already believe in it. I have a name for these guys. Well, I don't want to say it out here. Nazir, what's going on, my bro? He says the funny thing is red pill community reject feminism. They don't. Actions speak louder than words. They don't. I don't think most of the red pill community even understands what feminism is, or even reads or is educated on feminism. Okay. How can you? And you're right, Nazir 9. That is funny. That is funny that they claim to reject the feminist idea, reject feminism, but yet everything that they do is in accordance with feminism. This is what you call delusion. All right. How can I say I'm against feminism? Okay. If I believe in promiscuity, well, feminism also believes in the exact same thing. Okay. How can I say that, I'm against marriage? I don't believe in marriage when feminism also does not believe in marriage. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And it doesn't make any sense at all. So this idea that the red pill is against feminism is utter nonsense. It's rubbish. It's complete rubbish. It doesn't make any sense at all. They are the red pill is feminism for men. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Objectively speaking, that's a fact. It is feminism for men. They are helping feminism achieve. They're hoping the red pill is helping feminism achieve its goals. That's what's happening. Okay. Nazir trying to go political. No, that's not Nazir. That's feminism is Israel and red pill is Hamas, but bad for Palestine. That's actually a poetic way of putting it across. Anyways, I'm not gonna go political. This is about the red pill, all right? But all right. let's start playing the video, guys. I've rambled on for way too long. Let's hear from Myron. Let's hear from Myron.
Despite being demonetized, despite being shadow banned, despite being banned, despite being censored, I've lost like 10 Instagram accounts. We lost our Facebook account. We got demonetized 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right to the T now at this point.
Money was
gone.
Like,
we've lost a bunch of fucking money to tell y'all the stuff that we tell you guys. And these guys thought that we were done and we're still fucking here. And not only are we still here, we're beating them.
But you know the best part? Our supporters that watch Money Mondays make money as well. So when they ball out, we got you guys.
Yeah, man.
So it's full circle.
Bro, so yeah. I'm not surprised, but let's go ahead. So yeah, so you said you watched all the videos with the haters and shit. Yeah.
Every video in detail because I was like, hold on a second here. I know the truth. He knows the truth, of course. What are they really saying about us as creators? And it's funny because they lied tooth and nail to their detriment. Now let's go through the actual questions here, Myron, because obviously speaking, Myron, are you single or are you dating right now? I can't really tell, but let's go through it. All right. So number one, Myron Gaines. They said that you can't keep a girlfriend long term because you work too hard, you're alpha male. But apparently you're not able to keep a girlfriend long term. Like Angie?
Me and Angie were together for almost 3 years. So I mean, if they're gonna say that that's not long term or whatever, I mean, it's fine, whatever. But it was like two going on 3.
Was Angie your first ever girlfriend in life?
Okay, let's go ahead and because a lot of people say, "Oh, Myron, you can't choose your first girlfriend." And it's funny because the clip that do we have the clip real quick?
Okay,
we play talking about it. Yeah. Let's show the exact clip so I can respond to that. I think it's in these dumbass niggas video.
Yeah.
Let's. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Fly with the 50 gifted, bro. Appreciate you, my friend. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna answer all these questions tonight, bro. And the purpose here is to let you guys know. Don't believe everything you guys see on the internet and understand that these other creators, especially reaction channel niggas like Abba and Preach, they have a vested interest in lying and putting out a narrative for views. And I showed you guys that their channel has not been hitting this month, right? So that AdSense is getting a little low. So at the end of the month, they need to make some money, them niggas. So that's why they dropped this video when they did. They dropped the video as we're popping. They're declining as always. They got 2 million subs, and my fucking side channel is beating them.
Also, I remember niggas talking shit about my channel, right?
So what? So what? They made a reaction about you and Angie breaking up. So what? That's so stupid. This is so what? They did a reaction about you and Angie breaking up. You broke up. Okay, everyone. If you are in the public space, all right. If you're in the public space and you don't want people to react to your life. If you're in the public space and you're complaining about people reacting to your life, you are delusional. You are stupid. I hate to say it, but it's a fact. If you don't want people to react to you, if you don't want people to get to know you, then please don't venture out into the public space. Don't make yourself into a public figure. Don't do that. That's completely illogical to me. Or they reacted. They reacted towards the fact. They reacted towards the fact that me and Angie broke up. What did you expect them to do? You are in the public space, man. You're a public figure. Of course, they're gonna do it, especially if they disagree with what you preach, what you talk about, your ideology. Of course, they're going to react to you. It's so this thing with Myron complaining about I've been preach reacting to what they do, and today I hate to swear, but fuck ups to when they do something wrong they react to it. This thing that Myron Myron gets upset about it, gets angry. It just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. You're a public figure. People are going to react to you. If you don't want to be a public figure, then shut down your channel. Don't have YouTube channels, bro. Don't have social media, and that's it. No one will talk about you. It's very simple. But this complaining about I've been preach reacting to me, bro, they reacted to you. They disagree with your ideology, and they reacted to you. I bet if they were saying nice things about you, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying right now. It's just hypocritical, man.
Doing videos alone. We had 12K watching the other night and 10K last night, actually. So all the haters, man, fuck y'all niggas. By the way, Bills, the video in Takeover is the first 10 seconds of that video.
First 10 seconds?
Yeah, the first 10 seconds in, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So we'll play that part with Casey.
Yeah, Fresh watched all these hater niggas, bro.
Bro, y'all niggas are weird, bro.
A lot of y'all
niggas are weird.
For those of you that are wondering or hoping, the only people really gonna debunk here are Anus and Reach, because they're the biggest ones of y'all niggas. The rest of you guys are fucking parasites.
They're the queens
not worth the time
of the drama.
Yeah, these guys are the queen. These guys are the biggest gossipers. Right?
Drama queen.
Oh look, this bum ass nigga finally got a new camera. Yo, good job, Abba. Yo, this nigga got a new camera.
That's our camera.
Yo, he got a new. No, look, he actually got nigga actually put a little bit of work in.
Oh, he did?
He got a new camera.
That should look grainy as hell to me.
Yeah, he's a retard. He need to get a video, nigga, man. These bum ass niggas wait all these years and finally get a fucking new camera. All right, let's hear it. Go ahead and hit it, man. He was so hyped too. Yes, I could make some money now. Bro, all right, let's go ahead and hit play real quick on this thing, because we'll debunk this first thing right now.
Yep.
Again.
And sure enough, just in time, Freshly Fit got some Myron has a girlfriend.
Well, when was the last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Because you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like yeah.
You know, me and Preach took a break.
So, as always, they like to fucking clip shit out of context. This is what they do. When I said not like her and I didn't get to finish, when I say a serious girlfriend, I'm talking about I supported her. I took care of her. She was like a real main chick, right? Like a real girlfriend, not a girl like I was just like hooking up with. Because you guys have seen me with many women. Like the whole concept of people saying like, Myron, you need to have a girlfriend. You guys have watched the show and you guys see me have girls around all the time. I didn't consider them real girlfriends until Angie, because I was actually like doing what I was supposed to do with her because I was supporting her.
Fellas, supporters of the show, you've seen girls on camera with us, going on dates.
For years.
You've seen girls be in the studio multiple times. I can name a few. Christina, other girls. Fellas, common sense here. Myron had many girlfriends before. However, this one was his actual pride and joy because he cared about Angie more. That's it.
Yes.
So to say he had no girlfriend before this, come on, fellas.
Y'all saw it. You guys saw it. So like when people say, oh, look, he's admitting that he's never had a girlfriend before. But I'm telling you guys, like you guys have seen girls on the stream before that I've dealt with. But when it comes to that context, what I'm saying is a girl that I'm supporting.
Yes.
That I'm being a provider for. Angie was the first one.
And fellas, y'all know us, man. So you guys know the truth. These niggas are just lying, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
because I'm very selective. So like a real girlfriend that I'm taking care of, that was Angie.
As you should be.
So yeah. So that's what I was referring to with that. Now, go ahead. So that was the first question you want to ask, right?
Yes.
So we'll get that one out the way.
We got some more here. Also, shout out to Rampage Jackson commenting as well.
Oh, shout out to Rampage.
Really good dude. All right. We know.
So he basically confirms that him and Angie were in a relationship, that, you know, they were girlfriend, boyfriends. All right. By the way, guys, men and women should never be girlfriend, boyfriends. All right. It was never like this historically. You go up to the parents' house, you introduce yourself, you say that I'm interested. It was only marriage. There was no relationship. There was no girlfriend, boyfriend relationship. Okay. That did not exist. All right, because let's be all the way honest. That type of relationship does not guarantee the value of a woman. Okay, in fact, it takes away from her value. All right, because when a woman is in a girlfriend boyfriend relationships and not in a marriage relationship, okay, she has no guarantees. She has no guarantees. You know, there's no guarantee that relationship, first of all, that when a woman marries, she has rights. Okay, she has rights. But when a woman does not get married and she's just in a boyfriend relationship, bro, all she's doing is just devaluing herself. That's all she's doing. All right. How many of these boyfriend? Oh, she's gonna end up having sex with that guy. That means she's no longer virgin. She's probably going to end up getting pregnant by that guy. How is she protected in that relationship? She's not protected in that relationship. And then when she moves on to the next one, I'm sorry, guys, listen. The more boyfriend and girlfriend relationships a woman enters herself into, the more she devalues herself as a woman. Okay, that's just a fact. This is why men, and this is a fact because men don't like women with high body counts. They don't like single baby mothers, and these things usually tend to happen within boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Okay, a marriage relationship is different, right? It involves both families coming together. It involves the law, involves the women having rights. You know what I mean? The men having rights and so on. And when it's a religious when it's a religious marriage, you know, you have that moral obligation and so on and so forth. It's way much more serious, and it values a woman. Whereas a relationship that is just boyfriend and girlfriend, it devalues a woman. You just end up getting used and abused. So they were in a relationship together.
Do collab with him soon.
Yeah, we need a Rampage. I don't know. I think I hit him up. Like, we need to get him on the show.
Did Angie leave you for a guy who rollerblades? What the hell? Hold on. Let me get it straight. Angie left Myron Gaines, successful, accomplished, hella money, hella bitches, for a random nigga that rollerblades? Hey, please help me here. What's going on?
Yeah.
Shaggy?
So this is why when I say that, like, these YouTube channels, like,
and my answer, guys, she did. She left Myron, someone with money, someone with money, status, and all of that type of stuff. Everything Fresh said. She left him. She left him for guys with rollerblades. Why? Because that guy with rollerblades is willing to give her, okay, what Myron isn't willing to give her. He's willing to give her a family, which is what she was put on earth for. All right. Okay. That is, and the reason why she took that deal is because she realized that she's getting older. All right. She was with this guy for 3 years. Nothing is happening. Okay. And you know, the longer woman waits, okay, the less fertile she is. Okay. The more relationships she's in, these boyfriend girlfriend relationships, the less valuable she becomes, because she gains one more body count. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, yes, she did leave him for that guy. All right, let's just be all the way honest here. For a guy with rollerblades, you know, what's wrong with a guy with rollerblades?
These reaction niggas are scumbags and liars. Guys, I hate to fucking knock the fucking wind out your sails. Me and Angie haven't been together for the most part of this year.
Oh,
okay.
He just said it. He just said it.
Now,
so what? So what? They haven't been together, but in the end, she still left. They haven't been together, and he's gonna give his reasons why. But the reason is because she was helping with the business and all of that shows, so it was going to take some time. But the fact that she left, it was going to take some time for for these things to be transitioned into to be passed on to other people. These responsibilities of that Angie was basically taking care of, for these responsibilities to be passed on for other people, because she was basically working for Myron. So so regardless, she left. She did leave. It's like, what are you talking about?
It's been several months, guys, that we haven't been together. Now, I know you guys, that's going to lead to a lot of other follow-up questions. So I'm prepared to answer them. But we have not been together for a very long time, guys. All right? But what else?
So just after that point. So, fellas, I had a conversation with someone.
And the smart people that watch me have noticed this.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't seen her for months, right?
Y'all niggas know. By the way, fellas, I know a lot of creators in the space, right? And they hit me and said, Fresh, is this true? Is Myron getting left by his girl? What's happening? I said, listen, bro, when Myron wakes up, ask Myron. But in the meantime, I said, brother, you watch our show all the time. You should know the facts. You know what they did? Fuck the facts. I'm just going to make a video for some views, for some money. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, hold on a second here. You're going to go spread lies because for some views? That's all I knew. These niggas are all fake, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to spread lies for some views because you want to make some money? No integrity at all, bro.
No, you know what? Name the nigga that did it. Because you guys need to know. You guys need to know how fucking deceptive these guys are.
Oh, man.
They have the ability to get the truth, but they're said, nah, I want to make money. Let me lie.
All right. I'm going to just say it because it's time, brother.
You guys
Young Don, I told your ass nigga, stop. Get the facts first, then make the video. Oh, no, bro. Myron girl left him. He's a dummy. Bro, are you retarded? Hold on. First of all, Don, stupid. I like your content, but when you make dumb videos like this, bro, I'm like, bro, use your common sense, bro. You know how we roll a Fresh and Fit. We're the real deal here. We don't fuck around. So when you say this fucking bullshit story and say, oh, yeah, bro, his girl left him. Nigga, no, she didn't. So I just think that these creators, bro, that want to and all these views,
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she left him. She left him, and she left him because Myron wouldn't give her a family. Yeah, what's Fresh talking about? Yeah, she left him, bro. What are you talking about? That's what happened. What facts? I can't with these people, man. I still haven't heard, one single fact, one single special information that could, make me look at the situation in any different way. So I don't get it. I've got Hassan here with me, guys. Just talking. What's going on, bro? You all right?
How you doing? Apologies for the lateness. Got unfortunately couldn't make it, but I'm here now.
No worries. Let's just keep it moving. Right now, I'm at the stage where I'm just basically trying to. I gave an introduction. I explained what's been going on as far as this breakup goes. I gave the background to it, background sources to it. So in a sense, this is just basically legitimatizing that and saying, look, listen, they basically everything that they say, listen from the horse's mouth. Okay, so I'm not here lying on them. Put it that way. Okay. So just reacting to a little bit of this, and then I got a few questions, and that's pretty much the show. You know what I mean? But yeah, so far and right now, the stage that we're in is the stage that they are saying that people should have just waited for the truth, and if they would have waited for the truth, then they would have had the full story, and then they could do it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's what truth? That she broke up with you? So what? It took a few months to finalize everything because she was working for you in a business capacity. It's like the fact still remains. She left you because you wouldn't give her a family. So what special truth is I'm still waiting to hear something that tells me, yeah, there's just some extra information. Put it that way. I'm still waiting to hear this extra information that people should have been aware of in order to not misrepresent what's happened between Myron and Angie. What's your thoughts on this so far?
Well, I have a lot of thoughts. So first of all, Myron gives dating advice on how to find a submissive wife, right?
Yes, he does. Yes.
And his relationship, and he was presented with a woman that does everything for him, and yet the relationship fell apart. And then you have Fresh, who shows you how to take advantage of women or be a womanizer in a sense. And then he has a lady that's accused of being an escort, puts his name in the dirt and gets him to spend money on her. I really don't see why anybody over the age of 17, I guess, or maybe 16, who's very ignorant, would take these two seriously, because they present an opportunity to succeed in relationships, but they fail horrifically. They make mistakes that the average person wouldn't make. Why enter into the relationship if it's not intentionally, after a certain while, long term? And she proved herself in every way. Was the person the business partner or a person who wasn't a hindrance? She wasn't stupid. She wasn't annoying. She was a good girl, as he said, and it still fell apart. So what's the point? What's the point in this whole dating show then?
I mean, that's what I want to get into after with the questions that I'm going to ask, because you're 100% right. I mean, this relationship between Myron and Angie should have been a success story. It should have been Myron's way of saying, look, guys, it works. You can get women to accept infidelity. You can get women to accept non-marriage. You can get women to be and at the same time be obedient, submissive, and all of that to you. It works, guys. It works. You can get women to accept all of that, bro. And it should have been a red pill success story. But for some reason, it didn't go that way, which is a contradiction. It's like, and I mean, he did the work. He already had a woman that was willing. It's like, why not pull the trigger? Why not just go through with it? Which doesn't make any sense. And unfortunately, right now what we are doing is, you know, they what do you think about? Let me just ask this question before I keep playing the video. This thing of them complaining about people reacting to this story. So, what do you think about that? Why are they complaining that people are reacting to this story?
I think that maybe their ego and their image is very important to them, maybe. And yeah, that's the only way I can think. That's the only thing I can think of. They have a real issue with how they're seen. That's very important to them, I guess. And there's a lot of loyalty to the brotherhood, and they take it quite personally. It's almost as if when somebody makes a reaction they don't like, they feel like the person has cheated on them.
Yeah.
There's some sort of pseudo relationship with those other.
But objectively speaking, what's happened was, Angie broke up with him. She broke up with him, and he admits it. He says it, and I just want him to say that part so I can start asking the important questions. But he admits it. He says it himself. She broke up with me because I wouldn't give her a family. For the longest, she wanted a family, and I broke up with her because of that. Okay, he admits it himself. All right. Why are you upset that other people are saying the exact same thing? Okay, so what? They're making fun of you for it. So what? They're not breaking down the situation in a more intelligent way, or you know, so what that they're breaking down the situation in a vulgar way or in a comedic way. So what that they doing that? The fact remains, the objective fact remains that she broke up with you because she wanted a family and you were not willing to give her a family. That's it. You know, this thing was, you know, you guys should have waited for the truth. And so far, they haven't said anything that that shed light on this situation. That shed some light in this situation that I was thinking like that would make me think, oh wow, I should have really taken that into consideration. Yes, she left you for a guy with rollerblades. She did. That's just a fact. Hold on.
You're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Get some views.
Yeah.
That's weak.
Yeah. He had the opportunity to get the real thing, and he said, "No, I'm going to drop the video anyway because I want to make money." And that should let you guys know, like, AdSense is down.
Yeah.
Niggas need views.
Gotta pay bills.
I showed y'all Album Preach's numbers. They talk about me. They get the views in half the time.
I even said, let's bring it back to the show. We could do a podcast together. But now after that shit, no. Fuck no. Like, bro, at least have integrity like you should as a man. Because listen, if something's not true about you, why am I gonna go spread it? For some views?
Yeah.
Are you not broke?
Yeah, bro.
Come on,
it's
nigga.
like, yeah, so and I mean, I'm not surprised. Dude denounced Christianity to read tarot cards. So
he's spiritual.
Yeah, nigga says he's spiritual now.
First of all, Christ is still king.
Yeah.
Always been king.
Fucking weirdo.
You're dumb for doing that shit. But anyhow.
Yeah, nigga, you spiritual, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga went from Jesus Christ to reading tarot cards. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro, bum ass nigga, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
Haram!
Any case.
Okay.
Special mention, Puerto Flaco, good ass dude.
Oh yeah.
Gets credible information before he makes the content, and as well waits for the content because he knows spreading lies is never good.
Yeah.
Shut up, Flaco. All right. Number 4. Why was Angie still around after the breakup?
All right. And that's a very reasonable question because a lot of you guys might be asking me, okay, well, y'all weren't together for months. Why was she around? For those of you that watch me, you guys know I have a real estate business, right? Where I control something like 23 properties.
Yeah.
Right? Angie would deal with a lot of my tenants, especially my tenants that spoke Spanish. As you guys know, I have 5 properties here in Miami.
¿Qué pasa?
Okay. They don't speak English. So they would contact Angie to facilitate payments, anytime things need to be fixed or whatever.
Yeah.
So she was pretty much one of my property managers, right? Also, she would book my flights anytime I traveled. As you guys know, I traveled quite a bit this year, last year. She would coordinate all that for me. She would clean the studio or pack my bags.
Help me with Hero.
Help fresh with Hero.
Yeah.
Right? Take care of Frank.
Yeah.
Right? Where Frank got sick when I first got him, as you guys know, we're figuring out what he can and can't eat. He has a very sensitive stomach. He gets sick a lot, right? And especially when he's a puppy, when we first got him. Should we take care of Frank?
Come here, Frank.
Yeah, here he is, right here.
No, I was trying to call him. Yeah. Good boy.
So, what else?
Hold on.
So yeah, so she did a lot of things behind the scenes for me, guys. And obviously,
bro. You wanted me to stop? Yeah,
Yeah. So you had a personal assistant, somebody who's loyal, somebody who will allow him to cheat, somebody who will help with his finances and his business side of things, and I'm supposed to believe she wanted kids, and that's what I don't believe this, man.
Bro, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, she was faithful to him. She accepted infidelity. She accepted, not getting married. And like you said, she was his personal assistant on top of that. She was submissive. She was obedient. We even saw once when he lashed out on her.
To shut the F up.
Yeah, for saying something slick to, what's his name, Sneeko. And he basically, his reaction was, wow. He really went in on her. And she didn't give him back chat. she wasn't rude to him. She didn't say anything. She became quite obedient, and she became quite docile. Actually, she didn't become rude. So it's like you've got personal assistants, a woman that's obviously submissive and obedient and all of these things, who has accepted all your ridiculous red pill rules and whatever, and all she wanted, and this is the part that all she wanted was just a family.
Mm-hmm.
And that was too much.
Yeah, I think it's I only say this because I've seen another clip which I looked at. This doesn't seem true. I have a feeling there's things that he's not mentioning, and he's beholden to his image and his audience. He has to offer them up something, because he said, if you guys were watching, she wasn't with me for months. Okay, so why didn't you mention it, or why are you mentioning it now? I guess you could just keep your private business. If maybe he was playing the long game, trying to ignore it for as long as possible.
Well, he's saying that it was because she was involved with his business, because she was his personal assistant. Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying. Oh, shouts to Rashid, man. Appreciate you, bro, with the donation as well. Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, bro. Hopefully, one day we'll be graced with Rashid's presence here in the channel. But yeah, my brother, shouts to you, brother. Shouts to you. Rashid said, RP, red pill, feminist, and LGBTQ plus are anti-nuclear family gay. Yes, they are, bro. That is the final conclusion. If you are pro promiscuous and pro, if you are against marriage, I'm sorry. The final conclusion one can, against family, against procreation. If you're against family or against procreation, I mean, there's only one conclusion: you're gay. And you know what? Yeah, exactly. It is. And feminism, I mean, feminism is one of the reasons why LGBTQ is as huge today as it is, because they joined together, they joined forces in the 60s, and they pushed the gay agenda. It's feminism that pushes the LGBTQ agenda and the trans agenda and all of that type of stuff. A lot of people think feminism has to do with women joining the workforce and all of that. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of ignorance about what really rules the West and what the West really truly believes in. And feminism is involved in everything, literally. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If you don't want to bring children into the world, you know what I mean? If all you want is just to basically indulge in promiscuous behavior, I'm sorry, that is gay. That's the final conclusion. And just to say as well that that's exactly what Andrew Tate told both of them when they went to visit him in Romania, when they were there for the days, when he was on house arrest, when Andrew Tate was on house arrest. He called them gay. He goes, because if you continue this lifestyle of no procreation, that is a gay lifestyle. I'm sorry, it is what it is, man. But yeah, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Rashid. Yeah, sorry, bro. It's it doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, she was his personal assistant. She was his personal assistant. But I think the reason he's giving is because she was his personal assistant, because she was so intimately involved with the business, with his business of running the properties and so on. These things were going to take time to basically to transition. So after she leaves him, of course, now that she's breaking up with him, she's no longer going to have anything to do with running the business and so on. So he has to find someone new to run the business, and that's why she was around during that time, even though they were not together. That's the reason why. And then he also goes on to explain how apparently he wanted to make the transition as smooth as possible for her because of how much people hate him online, and he didn't want that to affect her too much and all of this BS. Yeah. Anyways, that's the reasons he gave. Let's continue.
I had to slowly kind of start moving these duties over to other people.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen overnight, especially. Oh, and she would also make sure my bills were paid for my properties. Guys, maintaining 20 properties and making sure the water bills are paid for each, making sure that the electric bill is paid for each, making sure that you're collecting rent from everybody on time, and then people are delinquent following up. Bro, that's an enormous amount of work.
That's a lot.
So she was doing all that stuff for me, right? And I made the joke before, she would pack my condoms. She would. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. She was a good girlfriend, bro. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say to her. Honestly, this shit is on me, bro. It's not on her whatsoever. We haven't been together for a minute, and she wants a family. And I can't give that to her right now. Just straight up. I'm being honest with y'all.
It's hard.
You guys have seen me working like crazy. The debrief channel was at 186 at the end of last year.
You heard it, right?
Yeah.
And even Fresh said it's hard.
What's so hard? If she's your personal assistant, she's your cook, your maid, she'll pack your condoms for you. She'll let you. You think she's not gonna look after her baby? I'm pretty sure that's her main job from perspective of Redfield.
Like I said on my reaction, I said should have been more of an asset than a hindrance to him.
Yeah.
Because she's already doing all of this. She's already proven herself.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm coming from? She's already proven herself. Okay?
She's won all the minor competitions. Now she's at the big leagues. Now you're going to get rid of her because she wants a championship trophy or something?
If she can take over all the properties, if she can accept infidelity, if she can do all of that, if she can be okay with all of that and do all that work, and he gets a bit emotional. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but he gets a little bit emotional. He kind of has to, he pauses a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what, you don't think she can take care of a child? How does that make any sense at all?
It makes no sense. In fact, she's the only person who can have your child based on what she's fulfilled.
Right. That's what I said. She would be an asset to him, not a hindrance. So, and this is why I'm like, okay, what's the real reason why you really broke up with her? It can't be because she can't take care of her family. Sorry, bro, I'm getting some noise in the background. It can't be because she can't take care of a family. It can't be because I'm sorry, I can't give you a family. Why? You're not being obligated to marry her. You don't have to marry her. You don't have to be faithful to her. It's like, and she would probably be taking care, and she'll probably accept the fact. He says these things like, I don't think men. One of his rules that he thinks would help men. He says that men should live together. That he doesn't even believe that man should live in the same house as his family. You know, the mother should be with the children, and a man should live somewhere else with his boys to keep each other sharp, to keep each other motivated. That's one of the rules. And I'm thinking, if she's the perfect red pill girlfriend, she would even accept that.
I don't think she did.
Yeah, and I think she did. So
I don't think she did.
You don't think she did? What you don't think she did what?
I don't think she accepted that idea.
Of what?
Of him
what I
living.
just described.
Yeah, that last part.
That last part. I think she would have. I'm sorry. I think she. Oh, I see. You're saying you don't think she accepted the idea, and that's the reason why he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Do you think Myron said to her, "Look, I'll give you a family, but you're gonna have to accept I'm not gonna live with you, and you're gonna have to take care of the child"?
No. I personally think that she just went out one day and found somebody else, and just like, you know, bun this guy's crazy, and just went with another guy.
Okay.
That's the rumor. That's my suspicion. Either way, it's not my business. Ultimately, the point is, if you're one of the princes of the red pill, this is a layup. This is a very easy win.
Yep. And I'm going to go with what he said. He says that this is the reason why. To me, it doesn't make any sense at all, because if she's the perfect red pill girlfriend, then she would have accepted that rule as well that he had. And which means the reason that he gave for as to why he broke up with her, to me doesn't make sense. That rule, that reason doesn't make any sense at all, because it looks like if she is really a good girl and a perfect girlfriend, then she would have accepted whatever Myron basically said, because that's the whole point of the red pill. Accept whatever I say, and whatever you say doesn't really matter. What matters is what I say. You just have to obey. That's the end of. Whether it makes sense to you or doesn't, someone doesn't really have any say on anything. Okay. So to me, it's because let's not forget, the reason he's giving is that I broke up with her because she wanted a family and I wasn't ready to give her one. That's officially what she's doing. What he's doing.
Officially saying, yeah.
Yeah, officially saying. All right, let's just continue to listen a little bit more, and then I'll start asking these questions.
Can I play another video after?
Sure. I told y'all in January of 2025 we're gonna take over.
Yeah, I was just saying, can I play a video after you play this part?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I've been going live every day, doing 7-8 hours streaming, doing Fresh and Fit still, doing debates. We're about to do a college tour right now with Uncensored America, debating kids on college things. That's why you guys will see me going viral on Instagram and stuff like that. That comes at a cost. And with Angie, she wants a family, guys. That's what she wants. And she's been waiting around for a minute. So who the fuck am I to tell her, nah, keep waiting, or deny her that? Especially when she's been so good to me.
Oh, stop.
This woman has sacrificed so much for me. People fucking stalking her.
Yep.
Okay, this is anti-red pill now. Who am I to tell her, what? I thought you were the guy. I thought she does what you say. I thought you're the head of the household. What's going on here? Is he being accountable to a woman? That's not red pill.
What
to tell her, excuse me, aren't you the guy that told her to shut the F up in public? And then told her to do all your accounts, your cooking, cleaning, personal assistant, booking, packing condoms, doing this. And what, you're working 7 hours a day? Wow.
He's saying that she wanted a family. She realized that she was getting older, and he did not, because I can't, and he did not want a family. So she wants a family. He doesn't want a family. She's getting older. Okay, so she's putting pressure on him about the family thing. And he says, who am I to keep her in a relationship when she wants a family and I don't want a family? It's better that I let her go. But what he's not including, what he's not saying, is the fact that he has already wasted her life from 25 to 28. He already wasted that time. Okay, because of him, she already has one extra body count. Because of him, she has become less fertile. Okay, we all know that, the older woman gets, the more eggs the less eggs she has. Uh, so because of him, she lost those 3 years. She has become less fertile. She's got one more body count. So in the eyes of men, okay, who would want to be with her, she has become less valuable. And that's just a fact. She has become less valuable. And hold on a second. Eon001 says, yep, it's a contradiction. These guys are catching feelings. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. It is a contradiction. Yeah, all of a sudden, it's I care about her, man. I care about her. But the thing is, what I'm hearing Myron say is that she's getting older, and I don't want to keep her around if I'm not looking to have a family now. And I don't want to waste her basically her fertility, her chance to basically go out there and procreate, which is what we're put on earth for. That's basically what I'm hearing Myron say. But the thing is, you contributed to her becoming less valuable in the eyes of men. You contributed to her becoming older. You contributed to her becoming less fertile. You contributed to because you wasted her time. You wasted time, and during these times now, during this time here, what were you doing? He had access to her sexually. He was having sex with her. He turned her into his personal assistant. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It's like he had the best of both worlds, mate.
I think he as you said, he made the most of her offerings. On the other hand, I don't think Angie's innocent. I think Angie knew that she was, chasing a man that's not suitable for marriage and to be a father. I think the question is, what was in it for her? I don't know. Probably a guy with money who's a sucker, I guess. Sorry, I can't say that. Probably some. I don't know. I don't see Angie as a victim at all. She volunteered those years, which she could have just said right at the get-go, I'm looking for a man who's suitable and who's loyal, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. She didn't have to capitulate so many times to get to where a part of me thinks she wanted a guy with money to a certain degree. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to judge her too much, but I don't see her as a victim. And I see him that last 30 seconds. It is, you'd think it's from a sitcom or something. Everything that they mock men for. Oh, well, she's a good girl, and who am I to tell her what to do? And do her. No, come on. This is clearly a case of she probably told him, "Safe, I'm out," because you're not doing as much as I want you to do, or whatever it is. And a part of me thinks he's trying to save face. I don't see Myron is just a blue pill in red pill costume. Yeah, pretty much. And most red pill are. Because if you have to build a philosophy around relationships, you're a blue pill, man. It's not rocket science. Just find a decent woman, act with a healthy amount of self-respect, and focus on the fact that you're meant to, be in a long-term relationship, ideally with this person, and have kids. So is she a good mother? Is she a good person? Does she respect you? Does she respect your family? Does she respect you as an individual? So on and so on. Simple things. And this is the problem with the red pill. You can't look at very simple dynamics that, 70% of women initiate divorce, blah, 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 blah. 70% of women initiate divorce, so don't get married. It doesn't work that way. I mean, if you stick your head on, there's so many variables that are associated with marriage and relationships and things like this that you as an individual affect it. 70% of marriages end in divorce. How long have those marriages been in a sexual relationship before they got married? What does marriage really mean in these situations? Is it a party? Is it a white wedding? just for show and to describe? Is that what we're defining as marriage here? Is it something that is done to to as a burden on the man because he's been with this woman so long and now he feels obliged to marry her? Or is it whatever? When you say 70% of marriages fail, what do you mean by marriage? 70% of divorces are initiated by women. What do you mean by marriage? What does marriage mean to you? Is it a binding contract, or is it what it used to be, in a sense, something to preserve the lineage of the lineage of the children, something to bind you to as a commitment to your faith, so on and so on and so on. So when I hear these factors, I just think, well, come on, don't just tell me, 70% of people who walk down this road slip up. Well, there's a guy in the middle of the road just throwing oil on the road. Can we just get rid of him? Can we sort him out? And then that 70% is down. You get my point. It's just too simplified. It's made into a philosophy that is very soothing to the mind of somebody who wants to hear it. Somebody who, like what Myron's doing here, is he's admitting that he is not worthy of guiding other men in relationships. That's all he's admitting here. It's like, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I cannot teach you how to deal with women. I'm here explaining myself of why my relationship failed, even though the woman did everything I wanted her to do. Sitting opposite a guy who was humiliated on the internet by a woman that tried to whatever, allegedly an escort. So these aren't the people to listen to. But the problem is the viewers are going to keep on listening to this because it allows them to, I guess, in some sense, to pursue have justification for the hedonistic pursuits. Secondly, to jerk responsibility and say, it's not my fault, it's society's fault. I can't do anything. I can't do this, I can't do that. It's not me, it's them. And it's like, all right, cool, maybe it is them, but don't go seeking, don't expect others to believe this, because the gurus of the relationships are sitting here. Both have humiliating failures. Woman does everything for him, and it still doesn't work out. And him has absurd requirements. Oh, because I'm on my own, guys. So yeah, I'll try to keep the show going until Octavio comes back. I think he might have lost his connection. But yeah, one side, one guy who's presenting the idea of I can teach you all. I can teach you everything. Listen to me. He's not the guy to listen to. The other guy, I'm the guy. Listen to me. I can teach you everything. I'm the control these women. He's not the guy. Stop listening to Fresh and Fit. Go out there and learn about your own weaknesses. Go out there and just speak to people. And you back?
I'm back. What the hell happened? Yeah, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I was. Yeah. So this, if there's ever a sign not to listen to Fresh and Fit, this is it. Although there are many signs right at the beginning, like have sex with 50 women so you can know how to control them and da 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 da. Come on, bro. Like, it's not, you hit number 50, 501 or whatever it is, and you're still not good with women. Clearly, this is a failure. Because how could you not see it coming if this is the case? Clearly, you're not. There's something missing here. Maybe maybe you need another 50 bodies to really figure out this puzzle. I don't know.
So to fully understand female nature, right?
Yeah.
Another 50 bodies to fully understand female nature. Again, shout out to my brother Rashid with the donation. Myron is just a blue pill in red pill costume. Absolutely 100%, Rashid. Absolutely 100%. I agree. But the thing is, I believe this is what the red pill is, guys. Okay. Let's not, let's not forget that this is what the red pill teaches. No, the red pill teaches men to be promiscuous. Okay, why would a promiscuous man want marriage, want to settle down? Okay, that promiscuity goes against the idea of settling down and getting married to one woman. That's not what promiscuity teaches. Okay, So to me, that Myron is following the course. He's following he's following the red pill ideology. He is. He really is. Because she's saying, I want a family. She's basically trying to get him to settle down. And he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Why? Because he has an ideology that tells them that it's okay to go and have sex. What amazes me the most is that he doesn't, even if he has a family, right? He doesn't even have to be faithful to her. He doesn't have to be faithful to her. Hassan said that apparently, you did say, Hassan, that you don't believe she's innocent. What's her name?
Angie.
Angie. I do believe she's innocent up to a certain extent. I believe that she believed in the red pill ideology. She believed everything that Myron said. She converted to it. And she believed that all she had to do is be an obedient girlfriend. And if she was an obedient girlfriend, if she was everything that Myron said women should be, okay, then there's no way Myron could say no to her. I think she really believed in it. It's, if someone converts to a religion, converts to an idea, converts to a new cause, I think she really, 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 really believed in it. Shouts to Rashid say, yes, Hassan. Hassan was preaching.
Appreciate that, Rashid.
Jews after Jews. But yeah, she believed she believed in it. I think she believed in it. She fell for it. She thought that Myron was telling the truth. And Myron in a sense, and she believed that, okay, so all I have to do is just accept that you're gonna cheat on me. All I have to do is just be obedient and be submissive and be all of those things. Okay, I'll do all of those things. Because I think deep down the people mix truth with lies, because yes, a woman should be submissive. Yes, a woman should be obedient. Yes, a woman should be all of these type of things. These are all things that attract men to women when women are these things. So, but the lie is, I don't have to get married to you. the lie is marriage is not necessary. Marriage is not important. Marriage is not needed because you're inherently evil, and you probably end up taking half of my thing and divorce me. Okay, that's where the lie comes from. Okay, that's where the lie. So they're mixing truths with lies. Okay, but I think because of how poorly women behave nowadays in the West, she really believed in it. She believed that everything that Myron was saying was the truth. And now she got a reality check. And the reality check is Myron is not going to settle down with you. Myron he's not even prepared to give you a family. He doesn't even want, regardless of everything, he doesn't want to even give you a family. And that's the issue. You said you had a video, bro.
Yeah, it's in the yeah, that's it.
Look at that. W girlfriend. She hung up my pull-up bar. She made it and the thing hung it. Angie, they asked her, how would you personally go about raising a daughter in this day and age? Homeschooling, no phone or not? What do you
homeschool and what?
They're saying, how would you go about raising a daughter right here? Homeschooling or not? Or what do you
No phone. Oh, I've thought about this. No. We definitely will move outside of this country. I think this country is too corrupt now. Like, there is no way you can raise.
I was looking at some cities in America that are good for raising kids, but they're not big cities though. No, they're in the middle of nowhere. But like they're small. They're like 50 to 100,000 people, and they're mostly white, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we gotta go.
There's still social.
Of course, there's always weirdo shit, but.
And with the phone, I will make a contract. I've heard about celebrities that make contracts for their children and they work very well. And it's
like with the phone company, you get a contract?
No, with the phone company, with the children.
You put your kid on a contract?
Yeah, you put them on the contract that when they're like when they turn some certain age, they can get, you will like release the permissions for the phone progressively, But
they're our kid though. We're not gonna put that nigga on a contract. We just tell them what it is.
Well, they got a flip phone when they're 13 just to communicate, send texts and calls.
Good, I like that flip phone, yep.
Yeah, and then smartphones after they're like 16, 17. But like with a contract. 100%. That's it.
So if they mess up, we just take it away from them. They already know.
Yeah. But I do believe kids need to go they need to go through the the schooling process. Like they need to suffer, like we all did, and they need to go through that, and they need to suffer. Like,
or we could homeschool them, but I would say
No,
you put them, but you put them in sports, or and you put them in all kinds of.
No, but then they won't have the social environment that they need.
They'll be weirdos.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you put them in sports and stuff.
No, but
But
it's different though. They need to go through bullying and like mocking their teachers and like all that, like all the process that you need to go in a school, that we all do in a school. They need to do that. That's why we need to get out of this country, because it's not.
Yeah, it's
America
cooked.
is not.
America's cooked.
But yeah, that's what I will do.
Yeah, your kid could get stabbed at a track meet.
Oh, they can get like shoot.
That too.
School shooting or something.
Or school shooting too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, America's cooked, bro.
I will recommend you guys watch Adolescence. Myron is gonna do a thing here in Castle Club. But
yes, I will watch on Castle Club for you guys.
You will understand a lot of what I'm saying when you watch that series, because it's very deep.
Yeah, England is a failed country though. England is too far gone. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's what I would do with the daughter. I mean, obviously, I would defer more to my woman to deal with the kid because I'm not going to be there as much. But yeah.
Have you heard enough?
Oh, enlighten me, bro.
Based on everything I've seen, and this is, when was this uploaded? This was uploaded 5 months ago, so it's maybe older than that. So I'm thinking this looks like a couple ready to agreeing to start a family, to the point where they're negotiating on which school, would they be homeschooled or public school, or would they have phones at this age, at that age? And there's no like, because a man who's not ready to have kids with a woman be like, what? 16? Whose kid 16? Our kids. You're thinking that far ahead of? It would be quite the, it seems like abortion's off the table at this, in this instance. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, hold on, how can I see this and then 5 months later see she wanted a family, bro, and I couldn't be there. I'm working 7 hours and I can't do that to her. But it sounds like you've already negotiated over it. In this clip, sounds like you can be as busy as you want to be, and she'll do all the work. And she's thought about it, and you've pretty much capitulated to everything she's saying. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, well, you have a contract with kids. Oh, okay. Well, is that how we're doing it? Okay, yeah, cool, yeah. Oh, is this where you wanna? Is this where we're going to? Sounds like the reality of what a relationship was creeping in. And I feel like either he bailed or she bailed, or somebody had cold feet, and then so on and so on. Because she's not even coming out and saying anything. Because I can imagine in some relationships where there's a mutual disagreement, there is when they're quite famous, well, we, it didn't work out for us and we sort of disagree. She's completely gone off social media. Well, YouTube anyway, and streaming and things like this. She's out like she was never there. No courtesy of, hey, Myron's going to have to explain this whole situation because we were in a relationship for so many years. Let me put in my 2 pieces to make sure that, I confirm that we left amicably. Sounds like something happened.
I'll be honest with you. After you played this video,
yeah,
I'm sorry, but it's like he was okay with having a family.
Yeah,
he was. I hate to say it, but he was okay with it. It's not. Oh, she wanted a family and I didn't want a family. It wasn't that. It was. After this clip, he wanted a family just as much as she wanted a family. Unless he changed his mind afterwards and he turned around and he said, oh, you know what? Actually, come to think about it, I'm not ready for a family just yet. I think that's what probably happened. But according to this clip, if I'm going to judge things based on this clip, yes, he wanted a family. That's what he wanted. He was okay with it. They had, like you said, they had already negotiated it. Okay, because they're talking like people who have agreed to have a family. They agreed to have a family. This is crazy. So he must have got, cold feet or whatever. He must have turned around and said, actually, I don't want that. No, so what's the real reason then?
That's a good question.
Well, let me ask you these questions, bro. Yeah. I got some other things to do. So according to Myron, I think we've already agreed on this, but was Angie the perfect red pill girlfriend? Would you say so?
Yeah, she's a perfect specimen.
She was, wasn't she? I agree with that. She was the perfect red pill girlfriend. Okay, because she accepted, and shout outs to everyone watching. We've got 11 of you guys watching now. So Angie was the perfect girlfriend. Okay, she was okay with not getting married. She was okay. I don't think she was okay with it. I don't think any woman is okay with not getting married. I think all that's bullshit. But she was okay with infidelity. She was okay with Myron cheating on her. She was okay with packing Myron's condoms. She was submissive. She was obedient. She was all of these things. And she even gave up her job, to work for Myron. But apparently Myron was also, what do you call it? Myron was also paying her rent, while she became Myron's personal assistant. But 22 of you guys watching, shout outs, welcome to the Solution Podcast, people. Now, for the second question, what do you think, according to what the red pill demands from women, according to what red pill demands from women, if she was the perfect, okay, I think we just went through the details. This is the question after that, is basically to give details as why was she the perfect girlfriend. Now, Myron in the past has alluded to what he calls a fact that a good woman is very difficult to find in the West due to feminism. If Angie is a good woman, according to him, why didn't he consider himself lucky and stick it out with her?
Well, that's a good question. It could be a variety of factors. It could be because that video clip I just saw gave an indication that he was comfortable with the idea of sharing his life with someone, meaning he will have to make compromises in terms of where they live. She's like, I'm not even interested in the US, blah blah. Go to somewhere else like South America. And
she wanted to move out. She wanted to go completely out of the country. She wasn't even happy with the white areas.
Yeah, she was like, I don't really care. This cold country.
But the thing is, she still agrees to interrupt. But the thing is, she still agreed with Myron that this country corrupts. So in a sense, she was being a bit more extreme than Myron. Myron was like, oh, maybe nice white areas where it's away from all the BS. But she was saying, oh no, the kids can still be corrupted in those areas. It's not completely foolproof to what we want. So she looked more, she was more extreme than Myron, I would say.
Yeah. So and he didn't give her much pushback. It was like, yeah. He ended it with America's cooked, agreeing with her.
Agreeing with her.
Yeah. So is it a case of she wanted the right environment for her children, and he's like, I'm not really cool with that, or is it a case of something else? I don't know. Because even then he wasn't giving her much. If a moving country is a no for him, then you'd think he'd put his foot down there and then and just say, hey, no, we're not moving to El Salvador or Colombia or whatever it is. You can forget
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like he would have compromised with that. Because there's other stuff online that are more rumors and gossip and stuff. So I feel like looking into it, I think maybe she came to her senses to a certain degree and said, I can't have two kids, when I only gave birth to one. If you get my meaning.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Back to the question that Myron has alluded to, what he calls a fact that a good woman is very difficult to find in the West. Now, if Angie is a good woman, according to him, why didn't he consider himself lucky and stick it out with her? Because he did say in the past that the West is cooked. He just said on that video, the West is cooked. There is no good women. It's all done. It's all bad. You know. But he claimed to have found one in Angie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did call her a good woman. We played the video, right? He did say she was a good woman. So if he was that lucky that he found, a good woman in the West, why did he not just stick it out with her?
Maybe it was out of his control. Maybe she didn't give him the choice. Maybe she's like, you know what? I'm gonna make the decision for you. I'm out.
Okay, that could be a maybe, but let's just say, because let's go with what he says happened. He says she wanted a family. I wasn't ready for the family.
Yeah.
Now, to me, it's like this. If I'm in an environment, or if I'm in a country where it's extremely hard to find good women, and I find one, do you see what I'm saying?
She's not even from America, so she's Colombian or something. So
yeah, exactly. But if she's living in America, she's legal there. It's hard to find a woman, and she finds one, and she finds this extremely needle in a haystack, right? He finds her, and it's like, but and it's very difficult to find these type of women. Why not stick it out with her? And this is the part that to me just doesn't make any sense at all. You managed to find one, but you can't stick it out with this one. What messages is he giving to men out there, that even when you find one, you shouldn't stick it out with her? Because his excuse is, I'm not ready for family yet. So okay, let's say tomorrow you're ready for family, and you can't find one, and it's things are going to become more difficult, right? Things are not going to become less difficult. So why would you pass the opportunity of, you know what I mean? Like you've got the opportunity you've got to figure it out. Because okay, I'm ready tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow I'm ready. I'm finally ready to be married, to settle down. Let me find them. It's like, bro, knowing how hard it is to find a good woman, according to him, there is no.
Because they don't value women. Is that the answer?
I think he's delusional. I think the red pill mindset is contradictory. It's delusional. It makes no sense. That's the reason why it doesn't produce good outcomes. This is the reason why, because it does. Look, what I'm describing is in nature inherently contradictory, and it doesn't make sense. It's like, this is the place where it's extremely hard to find a good woman, and yet you find one. Me personally, a logical person would be saying, oh my days, I'm so lucky that I found one good woman, you know what I mean, in a place where it's almost impossible to find a good woman. So it's like, I'm just trying to expose the fact that this is contradictory. It's contradictory. It makes no sense. So when he was out there saying there is no good women in the West, he was chatting shit. He was literally just talking nonsense. He was talking rubbish when he was saying there is no good women out there. All the women are damaged. All the women are done. This is it. It's done. It's out here. And then he goes and finds one and he throws it away as if it meant nothing. If it's a rarity, then that means it's more.
I don't think he threw away like it's nothing. As you can see, he, even as she's gone, he's speaking about her in a very positive light. How could I do that to her? Like, what? He's not insulting her or anything like this. And I'm sure if he had any legitimate reason or whatever, he would have immediately, thrown her under the bus. Having said that,
to me, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, to me, breaking up with her, not giving her a family, if we're going to go by what he officially gives as a reason to why the breakup happened, to me, it is an insult. It is an insult for her to invest all these years on you. It is an insult for her to, gain one more body count, become less valuable because of you, because she became less fertile. Let's be honest. It is an insult for you to break up with her, knowing she wanted a family, and now you turn around, you didn't want a family. And in the video that you just played, it shows like he was on board. And this was 5 months ago. It looked like he was on board. For then him to turn around and say, what, actually, I don't want it. It is an insult. It is an insult. I don't care how nicely He speaks about her. I don't care how much he praises her now that he's broken up with her. I don't care. This is not what she was after. What she was after was marriage. What she was after was a family. That's it. She compromised everything else. She was cool. She was cool with all his other demands. She was cool with all his other demands, and all he had to do was give her a family. That's it. And he couldn't even do that. It's an insult.
Yeah. I still think it was out of his control. Because one thing the red pill doesn't do, besides obviously teaching you how to deal with women, it doesn't teach you how to be a man. It's just a fantasy.
Yeah. It doesn't. The red pill doesn't. Yeah.
Because a man would say, well, this woman fulfills all my criterion. All she wants is a family, and I want a family, so let's get married. There's something in the water that's not visible here. There's something that's not being, because as I just showed you, the video shows very clearly them being comfortable having a discussion about kids.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because the reason why I don't want to go there is because I don't want to speculate forever. I'd rather deal with what he officially and basically prove that what he officially has given as a reason as to why they're not together anymore is contradictory and it's bullshit. And this proves that the red pill is wrong. I'm not here to be anti-Myron. I'm here to prove that the pill is absolutely bullshit. So Myron said the reason why he broke up with Angie is because Angie wanted a family and he wasn't ready to give Angie a family just yet. Now, do you think that was a good enough reason for Myron? And do you think it was fair on Angie?
I don't think it would be fair on Angie to a certain degree, because I don't want to be too charitable to Angie, because Angie volunteered for that relationship, volunteered to pack his condoms, volunteered to be in a promiscuous relationship for X amount of years when she could have known if should be the father of her kids within a month or two, or maybe 3, or let's say 6 months, and then from there, her still carrying on wasting her time, it's on her. Him, did he waste her time? Well, she gave it up. A promiscuous woman is just as guilty as a promiscuous man. Just because she bears a heavier price doesn't necessarily mean that she's not doing such a grave act or committing to it. That's one. With him, I'll be honest with you, I'm not anti-Myron personally, but I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. I believe he has the maturity of a 17-year-old. Saying the N-word and being racially agitating people and just speaking at length about nonsense, having no real character, personality that's really of value. Just a person who's taking up oxygen and space. No, okay, oxygen is a bit offensive, but just a person just taking up space on the internet, like he's 17, like he's 18. If he was 18 or 19, this would be actually hilarious. This would be fine. Well, some of his racial stuff wouldn't be fine, and anti-Islamic stuff wouldn't be fine. Well, some of his opinions wouldn't be fine, but I would look at him. I guess he'll grow out of it. He's in his mid-30s now, so a part of me thinks, well, you have the money, you're self-employed, you're unfireable because you've already been cancelled and you're still making money from it. You're in the perfect position to have a wife and kids. You're doing a career that you love. You're doing everything. You have everything that every man would want. You have 23 properties, whatever, right? You have X, Y, and Z, everything. Many men have done far more in terms of a relationship with far less. Most men, actually, 99% of men, I guess. You're in the top 1%. And what is it that you're doing? You jerk it away because... So is the red pill a solution to finding relationships, or is it an excuse to perpetuate childlike, immature, narcissistic behavior? I think I think it's the cart. It's the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse, whatever the expression is. It's not a case of this is the solution. It's more of a case of this is the solution to hide our foul intent. We'll make various. This is a perfect case study. She's a woman that you're attracted to. She's loyal. She's competent. She's committed. She's everything, and then you still say no. Why? Oh, his other excuse was before is, and I can show you the clip. I can't have kids because I'm on lists. I'm on watch lists because I say anti-Israeli, anti-Zionist stuff. This, that, and the other. It's like, well, not really. You're not saying anything that's so profound. You're literally just following what Charlie Kirk's not Charlie Kirk. Other people say, and you're not getting debanked. You have money. You have your way around town. You can do what you want. And this is what you actually say. I'm proud that I can say whatever I want. At any time, I can't be cancelled. I can say whatever I want. So you say whatever you want, and then you say, "Oh, I can't have kids because I say whatever I want." It's like, well, this is not true. This is clearly a falsehood. You know, and plus your wife or your girlfriend you actually sought out to be in. There's people who are far more hated and still have kids and still have a family like this. I'm sure, right? I can't think of one top of my head, but
Ben Shapiro has kids, and he does. He's loads of them, and they way bigger than Myron.
Matt Walsh.
And they're not asking for the same, requirements from a woman that Myron is. The same.
Tariq Rashid. Rashid, he's more hated.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like you said, it's an excuse. The only reason I'm being charitable to Angie, because I don't like you. I don't think that's a good enough reason why Myron, broke up with why the reason why Myron gave the reason that he gave is because he wasn't ready to have a family. I don't think that's a good enough reason, and you've explained it perfectly. And the reason why I'm being charitable to Angie, but one thing that you said about Angie is absolutely right. She's old enough to know that promiscuity is wrong, that she shouldn't be in a promiscuous relationship, that's not good. So she is to blame as far as that goes, because she has to bear some of the blame. Even though I personally believe that she thought that she was doing the right things, she basically believed in the cult. She believed in the cult leader. That's as I look at Angie. She believed in the cult leader. She thought he was speaking the truth, and I think now she found out that he's actually not speaking the truth. He was actually lying to me, and that it took her losing 3 years to see that. To realize that, but at first she thought that he was speaking the truth. He was 100% right. I do believe that, but you're right. She should have known better. She should have known that being in a promiscuous relationship is wrong, and
she has more to lose than the man.
And that she has more to lose, which she did. Because let's be clear, Myron got everything out. Myron lost nothing.
He saved a lot in assistant fees.
He saved a lot in assistance fees. He definitely did, and plus he had access to her sexually. He saved a lot in assistance fees. He used her, and and in the end, she got nothing out of it. She got nothing out of it, but she was doing all of that in the hope that one day Myron will be okay with having a family and so on and so forth, or give her a family. So why do you think Myron? So she didn't gain nothing from Myron's relationship, from a relationship with Myron. In fact, she lost out. While Myron definitely gained from that relationship. So why do you think Myron really broke up with Angie? Not the excuse he gave. What do you think the real reason was? And this is what I want you to put your conspiracy hat on. Shouts to the 28 people watching. Salute to you. Welcome to the Solution Podcast. Guys, we've been at this for now 47 minutes. We don't have that long to go. Got a couple more things to do, but thank you for joining us and being a part of the Solution Podcast of this live. Go ahead, bro. So why do you think Myron really broke up with Angie? Not the excuse he gave. What do you think was the real reason?
I think on a psychological level, it meant him making certain changes that would make it less focused about him and more focused about being in a relationship. So things like, we're not moving into a small town because even in by your own words, the US is cooked, so you can't even live in a small town, no matter how white it is. Race is an indicator of morality. It isn't an indicator of morality, which, you know, good for Angie for realizing that, or at least sticking to that, although she might have chosen culture. And I think subconsciously it's a case of, well, it's not about me anymore. It's not about my life and what I think and who I am. So I might have to make compromises in terms of my lifestyle. That is a creeping thought. And I think Angie, on the other hand, was like, I can't even get him to accept the basic things and make the basic sacrifices for a future potential family. I might look somewhere else. And I've seen clips online of her being in another relationship. From what I hear, maybe suspicious. I don't know. There may be theories, maybe rumors, whatever. I don't really care. But I think her innate biological urge to have a man who would put the idea of his family first before himself, I don't think Myron suits that. I think he's too busy thinking he's saving the Israel-Palestine situation by insulting Jews online. Maybe. And I think her subconsciously, she might have said, you know what, this is no father, no future father of my kid. He's too childish. And I think women can't, you know, they might be impregnated by that kind of man, but they're certainly not allowing that man around their kids. Because to be a boyfriend or a partner, the bar is quite low. To be a husband, the women have standards in that sense. It's not necessarily not just you have money, you have this, you have that. It's are you a leader? You know, are you willing to build a nest in a sense, or commit to the idea of building a nest? You play this part, I play that part type situation. And I don't think she felt that. This is me just theorizing, trying to understand what's going on through the screen. But I think human nature just kicks in at some point. No amount of this praxeology, that praxeology, this theory versus that theory alters the fact of having kids is a big decision. Being in a marriage or a relationship, looking after those kids is a big decision. Are you willing to make the sacrifices you need to make? And I think both of them are like, nah. Myron's not the one. Myron's like, nah. Me, I'm too busy trying to, you know, make YouTube videos or whatever it is. And she's like, this guy's whatever. That's my theory.
Okay. Rashid said, I think it's because he will lose his followers. Interesting theory. Me personally, I think it's because, look, guys, commitment requires personal responsibility. And the red pill ideology does not teach personal responsibility. The red pill ideology is a victimhood ideology. So, you know, men are the victims. Okay, women are to blame. Women are evil. Women are the bad guys. They the villains. Men are the good guys. We're the ones who suffer. So now we know realistically that's not true. So why do I say that? You know, because what's happened is Myron got her to agree that they shouldn't get married. Myron got her to, you know, and let's be clear, marriage gives women rights. Okay. And if the job of a man is to protect a woman, okay, marrying a woman is the right thing to do because it protects her. Don't forget, every time a woman divorces a guy or goes from men to men, she's losing value in the eyes of men. Men do look at a woman as less valuable the more partners she's had, the older she is. You know, they look at them as less valuable, not less valuable in the sense of, you know, as a human being, as but from a relationship standpoint, from intersexual dynamic standpoint, they look at them as less valuable because they're less fertile, they're older now, you know. And men don't like the idea that loads of men slept with their women in the past or so on, or that she has a high body count and all of that. And yes, so they do, this is a fact, they do lose value. So I personally think it's to do with, so marriage out the window. And then what happens is she asks for family. It says, okay, you don't want marriage? Fine. Okay, let's not get married. You want me to be obedient? Fine, I'll be obedient. What else did he? You want to sleep around? Okay, go sleep around. Okay, so I accept all of these terms and conditions, but marriage requires personal responsibility. Marriage requires accountability, and I believe that the red pill ideology is against accountability. Now, having children also requires you to be personally accountable for your actions. Makes you responsible. And since the red pill is anti-responsibility, anti-accountability, is anti these things, Myron couldn't go ahead with it, because even though she said, okay, cool, we don't have to get married, having children, which is something that is supposed to happen within marriage, it's a responsibility that holds you accountable, because these are human beings that you're bringing into this world. And since the red pill ideology teaches men not to be accountable, you know what I mean, to be victims, you know, that would have gone against that would go against his you know, his ideology. Because I truly believe that how Myron decided to behave, how Myron behaved, is in accordance with what the red pill teaches. So the reason why I decided not to you know, have a family with her is because of the accountability that comes with it. And since the red pill is anti-accountability, he couldn't go through with it. That's what I believe. In terms of his followers, he would lose his followers. I don't think he would lose his followers. I think it would have been a big win for his for his followers, because his followers would say, "Look, he managed to tame that chick. He didn't get married to that chick. He managed to get her to be obedient, to accept every red pill tenet out there, which is don't get married." And I mean, most women are not going to accept that deal, because that deal is basically a slavery deal. You know what I mean? You're just there to get used and abused. There's nothing that protects you, you know? And look, Myron was supposed to protect her, right? He used her. She got nothing. She had no guarantees. In the end, if she was married to Myron right now, at least should have had some kind of guarantee. Should have had some kind of protection from the from the government, you know, something. Myron basically just used her and left. That's it. You know, so yeah, that's my reason. That's my reason. That's what I think the real reason is. What does this breakup, this story, this incident say about the red pill ideology? That's the final question.
Yeah, so it's a road that promises everything but fulfills nothing. It's a mirage.
A road that promises everything, but yeah, mirage. You know, you think there's water there, you start seeing things, but in the end, when you get there, there is no water. There is nothing to quench your thirst.
And this is the perfect case study. You have a guy who says he's a pimp. This is fresh or fit, which I don't know what they're called. Fresh.
Yeah.
Who says he's a pimp, but was humiliated online by a woman who's allegedly an escort. Allegedly, so it's not necessarily the case. Was essentially taken advantage by a woman. And you have another guy who says he will teach you how to train women, how women to do what you ever want them to do. And who's now in a position where he's essentially apologizing for his interaction with her, for wasting her time. She wants a family. I can't give it to her. You can't give it to her the way you want to give it to her, meaning you freeze her in time and you do whatever you want to do, and then you come back like it's the end of Avengers Endgame or something, and you turn back time. Have you seen Endgame? Avengers Endgame? Have you seen it?
Not the Endgame. Yeah, I've seen it, but I haven't watched it fully.
Okay. Well, spoilers, everyone. Captain America goes back in time, goes back to the 1940s, and he goes back 70 years to be with the woman he always wanted to be with, and who was meant to be with, and has a family and grows old. This is what the red pill is. It's women be in a position that we could take what we want whenever we want, and you can't ask us for anything. All right. Okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, because humanity has two parts. There's two parts to this, and you've got to give something to give something up. And it doesn't mean going to the gym, although that helps. It doesn't mean being able to talk to him, although that does help. It means being willing to, if you want to enter a successful relationship, or, being willing to make certain sacrifices. When it comes to, or you could be that guy in the club at the age of 50 or 60, speaking to young girls, or that trip to Thailand. Hey, poor and impoverished young lady. And do you want? Can I waste some? Can this old timer waste some of your time?
People put me off Thailand, man. Thailand's been such a bad reputation. I don't want to go just because I don't perceive.
I say Thailand. I mean all of the world.
Yeah. No, yes, sorry, bro. You said it. Sorry.
But I just want to, before you carry on, I just want to show you something. You might have forgotten it. I'll put it on the screen if you want to see it.
Sure.
I'm not going to play the video because the guy talking in the video is a bit annoying. But you remember this?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me just stop sharing that and share this. Add to the stage. Do not. Oh, Rolo Tomasi.
You remember this famous tweet?
Yeah, famous tweet indeed, man. Do not get married. Avoid family creation. Vasectomy in your 20s. Lift consistently. Eliminate all sedation. Blah, blah, blah. We're not interested. We're just interested in the first 3. Do not get married. Avoid family. Avoid, like it's a plague. Avoid family creation. Vasectomy in your 20s. Yeah, it's an ideology that goes against family creation. I mean, but this is how to become a high value man. This is what you must do. Basically, you must not create a family if you want to become a high value man.
Here's what I want to say. For those who were in the chat or before who are thinking, well, how is feminism and red pill, how are they the same? Feminism presents the idea of an independent woman. Red pill presents the idea of a high value man. And they're both anti-family creation. They're both materialistic. They're both, what's the word? Because vasectomy, if you're having abortions and using contraceptive all the time in promiscuous relationships, it has the same effect. So it's a spiritual vasectomy. And it focuses, so it's number 1, 2, 3, or eliminate all sedation. There's alcohol or something?
Yeah, alcohol, weed, drugs in general.
Yeah, learn game and game. Okay, learn game and networking. Okay, that's a weird one. Sound like pimps, bro. That's basically what cold approach and whatever the hell they call it. Play to your strengths, build wealth. So it's number 1, 2, 3, and number 8. It's avoid family, and focus on worldly possessions. That sums up 1, 2, 3, and 8.
Oh no! Actually, be promiscuous. Learn game and networking. Yeah, that's basically that could also. I mean, it's highly hedonistic. It's highly promiscuous because we produce the testosterone. So he's not saying where we are going to have that release. Put it that way. So what do you think a man that has a vasectomy will be doing? He'll be promiscuous. You know what I mean? It will help you be even more promiscuous. And learn game also goes in line with promiscuity as well, promiscuous behavior, because you know how to speak to people. Like you said, sounds like a pimp.
Yeah. So ultimately, the red pill makes you a pimp. That's what you are. You're not a family man. You're not a pillar of society. You're not somebody worth trusting. You're somebody who's all flash and no substance. You are the male part of feminism. And it's just shocking how the feminists are winning. And I get the intention of women not being oppressed, and I get the intention of men not being oppressed. But promiscuity and a family avoidance. Come on, man. That sounds. It's a bit like the devil telling you, "I'll show you the world. All you gotta do is sign here. Just show me the world." What's this contract stuff about? Come on,
That's literally it. My reply to this: what does this break up this story, this incident, say about the red pill ideology? Like I said earlier today, Myron had a chance. He had a chance to make this ideology be believable to the masses, to its followers, to the people to the red pill followers. He could have. All he had to do was go through with what she was asking from him, what Angie was asking from him, which was to have a family. Okay, you don't want to get married, I get it, fine. You want to be a high value man, I get it. Okay, fine. You want to be, you want to cheat on me. Okay, fine. I'm okay with infidelity. I'm okay with all of that. Okay, but I still want something. I want a family. And I think Myron took the advice from Rollo Tomasi. No family creation. Avoid family creation. I mean, Rollo Tomasi is Myron's mentor. And
Yeah.
and Myron, maybe he thought, if I have a family, I'm going against these rules to become the so-called high value man that he wants to become. And a high value man is basically someone who's anti-family, who's anti-marriage, who's anti-life, which is what the feminism which is what feminism wants for men. So yeah, I think I honestly believe that what this shows that the red pill ideology doesn't work. It's not realistic. This idea that women can be a slave. This idea of turning women, because that's what the red pill ideology really is. It's turning women into slaves. That's really what it comes down to. And offers no protection for a woman, as we've seen with Angie. Angie just wasted her time, and in the end she had no guarantees. At least marriage guarantees all of that. And I did say this on my reaction. I said, look, listen, had Angie turned around and said, had Angie demanded, not slept with him, not had sex with him, had Angie
in a relationship,
demanded marriage,
mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have been in the position that she's in. She probably would have been married to someone else. She would have protected herself. She would have preserved her value.
She didn't want to, though.
Sorry, no. Of course, she didn't want to. She decided to believe in Myron and decided to go ahead with Myron's belief system.
You keep blaming Myron, though.
Sorry,
sorry to interrupt. But I feel like you may be giving Angie because she loses the most doesn't mean she's innocent. She knew the red pill guys before Myron. I've seen her on other red pill talk shows.
I never said that. I never said that. What I'm basically saying is, had she preserved her, had she not been sexually involved with Myron, had she demanded marriage, she would have preserved herself. She wouldn't have lost 3 years. She would have probably been married to someone else. Now, of course, I'm not I'm just talking about the red pill in general. I'm just talking about why red pill basically is not a good ideology. Had she done that, because it offers no protection to a woman, it offers no guarantees. You just have to believe in what the guy says to you, and then just go along with it. And in the end, he can just throw you out. Whereas if you were married, there would have been some consequences. You can't just get rid of that person. It's just a bit more difficult. But because she never made those demands for Myron, she never said, look, listen, before I have sex with you, we have to get married, we have to do this, because she never made those demands, she lost 3 years of her life. But you're absolutely right. Now, when it comes to her, specifically her, yeah, she messed up. She knew what she was doing was wrong. She was also on the wrong. I'm not here, saying that what she did was right. She was absolutely wrong. She's absolutely wrong in everything she did, and now she's paying the price for it. So, but yeah, but as far as the red pill ideology not being a good ideology for people, you know, because it doesn't protect the women. It just allows the men to be more hedonistic, more promiscuous. That's what it does. It allows men. The red pill ideology allows men to use women. That's it, in any way they want, and then throw them out whenever they're done with them. And that's what the red pill does. But if the woman is smart about it, all she has to do in order to, you know, expose the red pill in a sense is, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sleep with you without marriage. That's it. Just demand marriage, and they'll be out the door. That's it. End of. And you won't lose 3 years of your life. Put it that way. But yeah, that's my opinion. 29 of you guys watching. Let's have the final thoughts. We've been at this for 2 hours and 8 minutes. I fully enjoyed this live. We need to do the live on that back chat thing that happened recently. Can't wait to do that one with JM. Bro, what's your last thoughts?
So yeah, last thoughts. Don't listen to these guys. Have some self-respect. The world doesn't owe you anything. Have some common sense. Don't listen to these guys again. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others as much as you can. What else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yep. My last thoughts is, guys, I think there's so much evidence now. I mean, it's so clear now. I don't think anyone doubts it anymore. That the red pill ideology doesn't work. It's bullshit. It's nothing but feminism for men. It's just feminism. That's all the red pill ideology is. It's literally feminism. They turned women against men, and now they're turning men against women. That's all that's happened. So, you know, as far as it's quite, I mean, it's quite genius how they did it. But it's an evil, morally speaking, it's an evil ideology. It's not good for men or for women. It turns men into hedonistic, promiscuous tyrants, pimps. It turns men into pimps, and it turns women into whores. You know, something to be used and abused and discarded when you're absolutely done with it. That's what the red pill does. And it doesn't promote family creation, which is what we'll put on earth for. You know, we'll put on earth to procreate. Myron says that Myron wanted to be the big. What did he wanted to? He says, "I want to achieve my empire." You know, this guy's 23 properties, and he still wants to achieve his empire. Like I said on my reaction, if that's the case, if every man waited to have 23 properties before procreating, we wouldn't have human beings on earth. It's just ridiculous. He's literally sacrificing the very thing that he's put on earth for in order to achieve some kind of materialistic gratification, which is hedonism. So that's what Myron is doing. So, and this is what feminism offers for women as well. This is what it promises to women. And as we can see, we are suffering the consequences of, just look at women. According to statistics, by 2030, over 45% of women are predicted to be childless as single. So it promises things that it can't deliver. Feminism does it, and now the red pill does it, because Myron had a chance to deliver. He literally had a chance to deliver. I've got the perfect girlfriend right here in front of me. She's perfect. She's wonderful. Oh my days. She even packs my condoms, and yet Myron couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't pull the trigger because guess what? There would be a level of responsibility that he would have to be accountable for. And that would be raising children, or that, you know, bringing children into this world. And he couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And I think Myron wants to stay in that state of mind, that victim state of mind. It's the woman's fault, not the men's fault. We are the ones suffering. They know the thing. And it's all because of feminism. You know, this idea that there's no good women, and it's absolutely bullshit. Because according to red pill standards, he found one. and he couldn't even procreate with that one. So yeah, red pill. This is evident. This is evident. This is evidence that the red pill leads men astray. It leads men to a path that's not in line with procreation. That is not in line with what we're put on earth for, which is bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's my final thoughts. Thank you everyone for being a part of this live. I appreciate you. I appreciate donations from Rashid. I appreciate everyone in the comment section. Shout out to Nazir9, Hassan, Joe Baz. Shout out to all you guys in the 31 people watching the channel. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Salute. Take care, everyone. Peace.